The big news this week, Republicans and Democrats have put their differences aside and agreed on a bipartisan framework for immigration reform. With me now, Pete Beyer from the American Institute for Bipartisan Teamwork. Good evening.
Good evening. Good week. I'm happy to have had a part in getting both sides of the immigration debate to sit down and hash something out. At the end of the day, Brian, we're all Americans.
Except for the 11 million illegal ones.
Well, not for long.
Okay. In such rapidly partisan times, is it difficult to get Republicans and Democrats to sit down and agree on something?
Difficult? Yes. But impossible? Not at all.
Okay.
You are going to be able to find some common ground somewhere. Okay, let me give you an example. My ex-wife, Barbara, and I, we can't stand each other. She's a terrible person. She ruined my life. Just a cold, sexless, just a real battle axe.
Wow.
I hate her. Just flat out. But we can both agree that we want our son Nathan to go to the Berklee School of Music.
Okay.
That's common ground, Brian. She has no soul. She owns all John Mayer CDs. I kick myself for spending 23 years with her. It's like that will be time that I just add to my death time. But we can sit down and come to agree that Nathan should go to the Berklee School of Music.
Okay.
Common ground.
All right. So your personal bipartisan accomplishment is agreeing that your son should go to the Berklee School of Music.
Yep, to be a chef.
I'm sorry, at the Berklee School of Music.
Well, Brian, I mean, bipartisanship isn't perfect. There's compromise. I wanted the Princeton School of Business. She wanted Harvard Law. But we agreed on the Berklee School of Music. It's common ground. She doesn't listen. I wasted a lot of good years with her, decades, literally decades. I hate her. I hate her sister, who's worse. You wouldn't believe it to look at her, but it's really true. Common ground.
Okay, so in this particular instance, bipartisanship actually got you results you didn't really want.
Well, I mean, that happens. Take the Patriot Act, for example.
Oh, okay.
You come together because you want to try and keep America safe.
Sure.
Some people over here wanted to create an enormous bureaucracy. Other people wanted to be able to eavesdrop on our own citizens. But in the end, we settled on negating the idea of due process. Common ground.
Those are all terrible things. Those are bad things.
I guess. But it took a lot of compromise to get there. Okay. What's truly important is that both sides were able to get together in the same room, hash it out, and set the groundwork for destroying all the things that we take for granted that make us free and have for decades. That's common ground, and I got to tell you, it makes me happy. Like the thought of my ex-wife contracting hepatitis C. Goodbye, Barbara. Common ground.
Okay, every time you say common ground, it's basically to make something terrible sound better than it really is.
Brian, look, I'm celebrating the fact that at the end of the day, we can set aside our differences.
Okay, tell me about the immigration plan.
Cuba gets Texas.
Oh, my God.
Brian, common ground.